all the way from the first phase. Mixa can cause some havoc with this Terror Blade, and now because of that, Kunkka out there too. There's a high chance that this TB is never going to having a double melee lane, double range lane against you. It's pretty good. Kidaro makes a move towards mid, and PP's in trouble. Stormstormer landing the stun, and Daze is there as well for the first blood for OG.
Lane being 50-50, and it was exactly 50-50 up until that moment, and now it can be a problem. At least they might try to get something in return.
Oh, they will. I feel like these two guys are really entertaining to watch on the pause 4 roll.
For sure.
As you can see, he's right into action. Chasing Shad here. Getting a bit of poke there, but Stormstormer has also moved in, and I think he might even find a better rotation for himself because Yadomi will drop for the damage.
I still like the fastest in the Monkey.
Oh, look at that. 4 versus 1. And is it going to be enough with the crowd control? Not quite. PP able to survive, but here's the turn. Vitali with the X-Mark boat straight onto Daze. The escape act is slightly out of time, but it will keep Daze alive for now. Nice 2-man stun from Stormstormer again, connecting on both Michael onto Vitali, looking for Michael kill here. And it will get him. Now PP and Yadomi coming in from the side, but also a top fight as Daze will drop. And now Stormstormer with that DD rune being chased by Monkey King, but Stormstormer, oh dear me, he is in no man's land. Between
this is beautifully done from Edge.
They spot Mixa. He's slowed down, does have Sunder, but it won't do too much good with only 1200 HP. And with all those silences going on, he doesn't have the time to turn around and throw in the Sunder. Nothing new.
Blink on the TA is a big one, I think. It's going to be an early one.
But the escape act. Now here comes Stormstormer with a pretty big monkey ulti. Yadomi caught by Kidaro, and Vitali will follow as well. Mixa back into action from that previous engagement, and now they can get a tower as well.
Yeah. It's, so more oxygen means you play Dota better. Daze has been.
Quite a lot being spent on a Wind Ranger here. Kidaro's there for the save with the Wheel of Wonder. And now Vitali. Blade mail up. Daze got to press that escape button really quickly.
Nice boundless.
They've isolated Yadomi. The reinforcements as Shad shows up. Gets his first kill of the game. Vitali slowed up by the power shot, but not quite enough. The chase is still on here, though. One charge of Jingu Mastery gets the connecting Boundless Strike. The defusal slow. They could still kill Vitali. They got him. For a moment, it felt like they shouldn't be able to get this kill, but with Edge using so many resources...
That's kind of annoying for Daze.
No. Found a CM.
Get him.
Quite a lot of damage being dealt by Daze on Yadomi.
One more!
With the help of the Ripper Slash, but no. Oh, Pyke will get the idea. Or I can't paint the picture away from my head. Where it's like, it's 15 minutes. Where did he get a Bloodthorn? With a sound effect. Meanwhile, Stormstormer trying to build up lifesteal, or at least from the Wukong stacks, but Dagon picture. It's the literal piece of paper.
Stormstormer. It's silenced up, but they do have the dust.
Shield rune by the Monkey King. They can happily take this engagement. They could even look for more if there's anybody around, which does go in OG's way. They also got that nice 2K gold swing. Pretty big shard to pick up for the Ringmaster as well with the Spotlight. Well, we are fighting versus the Nature's Prophet, but backup's not arriving in time. Yadomi will stick around. He knows he's got no way out of this one. Mana was already spent, so Mixa looking at Vitali down in the mid lane. They'll go for him. Daze is also here. Nice stun lock. And they are overlapping the stuns a little bit here, but is it going to be enough? The Blade Mail's popped up, but it's not going to be popped early enough to do sizable damage. They're not usually moving around that much when they're dealing damage. Storm Spirit's a whole different case, right? Because it's zipping and zapping and you'll never get a catch.
AB is also going to be a good way to deal with that.
Running and stunning. Talking about stuns and catching people. Stormstormer caught in the river by 4 heroes. The Spotlight is there, but it doesn't have any effect this time around. He's too low.
They're not done.
They don't have the manpower to fight. Roshan, not interested in Vitali for now. Escape Act is thrown out, but it will not keep Kidaro alive. The Torrent, 2 minutes. MKB is now ready. And they were going to have a bit of a fight going down in the bottom lane. Monkey King spots the TA coming in.
Where's the vision?
As they spotted Kidaro, but yeah, indeed, where's the vision? Escape Act thrown in. They're just making him, you know, work a little bit longer for that
Glimmer
kill.
in a second.
Saved by the spotlight. Can he get out? Kadaro, what? He finds the clowns!
Edge were definitely the stronger team.
And now they're coming in. They spot Pyke first, but can they target the TA? Because Michael's coming in from the side. Stormstormer already targeted and silenced. Kadaro has to get out of there. Shad, they do isolate PP for now. He's already burnt a lot of his mana. Force the BKB off the Shad, and they still have to force PPs as well. But he's caught in the Sprout, has to try and push himself forward. Bit of a miss there with the isolating Wheel of Wonder. Now here comes the Wukong's command. They got a 2-man stun. They hit Michael as well at the back, and he's down. And there comes Pyke from this side. They want to kill Shad. He's low, but they cannot kill him. And there's a stun coming up from Mixa as well. They'll keep him alive. Kadaro already taken down. And now Pyke going to be fighting versus Daze in the front line. 2-man stun. Daze with a huge shackle shot, and they clean them up. And OG, they get all 5, only at the cost of 1 clown. But hey, 2 of the clowns now. Edge couldn't close that one out. That stings them a bit, and I wonder if the boys at stake have made any changes as we're talking about Shat dropping here. Pyke and Michael will get the Aegis out of the way. Trying to retreat as quickly as possible. Wind, there is the greater treant giving them vision, so they will find Michael. They will get a kill. Cost of that Aegis dropping.
Some numbers during the engagements, which does give you a little bit more.
They found Pyke all by himself. The rest of the team was looking for a gank down the bottom lane. There's no one there. They're all here. Range racks down. Look for the melee. Galewind. He's down, and Yadomi. You done it. You done it now. Saved by the Lotus Orb. Nice tidal wave push from Vitali. Jump in from PP, but Chad has his BKB ready. They force PPs as well, so he can get out of the Sprout. They keep their melee racks up, but it's a costly defense. Another catch on Shad. Stormstormer's ready to go in from the side, looking for the stun. Does get the grab right on top of the CM, but he's committed. And he wants something out of this commitment now. PP jumps out to safety. Backdoor still kicking in, so no damage is dealt. Pyke has respawned. OG's got to be careful because Daze is going to be given away, and a streak claimed by Pyke. Maybe even grab Mixa as well. X marks the spot though. Very low cast range. PP looking for Mixa. They silence him up as well. He's got no BKB, but he gets saved by the Lotus Orb, and they'll catch Kadaro. Another set of Glimmer Caves being used, but this time they've got the Dust, and Pyke, they're gonna beat. Pyke is in the lane, and they catch Yadomi. Dropping in that ulti. Yadomi finally silenced up. Shad, early BKB, he thought there would be a bigger commitment, but it's just the supports. They will not XP, which I'm a bit surprised about, because I think like when you're a couple kills ahead, you might have a bigger lead for yourself, but Daze has already gone down to Pyke, and Stormstormer doesn't get the ulti in time. However, gets a jump on Yadomi. And also Pyke is poking Shad from the side. Burn through the refraction charges, 1300 HP, remaining 5 seconds on his BKB, but he won't be able to get it. Mixa's also silenced in that cloud. Won't be able to sunder his buddy. BP also has to jump away, but he goes down. Mixa gets the kill. Michael's stuck in the trees, and Yadomi poked away, but the big target is Pyke. If they can get him out of the fight, they'll be very happy. PP coming with the buyback, though. It's not over yet.
He's zipping.
They need to win this fight. If they force buybacks like that, they need to get more. Mixa down. Kitaro chased by PP.
PP low mana.
Stormstormer's got all of his spells on cooldown. He can't help him. OG will lose 3.
Game, the 9k gold lead, it is solid, but I think it doesn't paint the picture. Edge with this Aegis Storm Spirit should have an advantage in the next fight.
There goes Daze.
Buyback.
Trying to find Stormstormer in the top lane.
Got him!
Oh, PP with the snipe. Cuts the right tree down. Find the Monkey King. TPing away. Those waves pushed out deep in enough. You want to get that melee racks from the top lane. Uh-oh. Escape back. Like he to poke Stormstormer. He was turning around for the stun, but trying to jump away with his outcast. Still, the damage might just be too much for Pyke, from Pyke. Fortunate for Kadaro. That is a solo kill for PP, who hits level 25. Overlord attack bounces are active now, but Pyke will go down at the same time with the rest of OG. With the stun connected on CM, and also the Kunkka stun from the shackle shot. And Domi is dying to the illusions inside. The soldiers will finish him off. Tally to drop as well. OG finding 2 big kills, and now 15 seconds for Pyke to respawn. And it looks like they might even not have the heroes here. Very close to getting drawn into the fountain. It's Stormstormer.
Nice dodge.
And he does live for a very long time, but just not long enough. Now Pyke is coming back into action. OG, can they get any of these racks down? The Treant is trying to claw that melee racks down. He'll get it. They'll trade days. He drops his gem down on the ground. Meeks are getting focused on by PP. Shad is trying to go for the TP up, but the Mill Bash hits him. Shad TPing away, and he's gone. Good night, goodbye. But they will have to trade Kitaro as well, so OG give a lot of heroes away. They force out some buybacks. They
get you and just make sure that
they found someone on the side. It's Days. He does have a wind run. He's trying to run away. PP keeping the chase on him. He's got no way out of this one, but they're looking for an opening. OG forced the BKB off of Pyke. Stormstormer taking some big hits from him. PP,
back.
Nice Vortex with the axe. Catches multiple heroes, but they're going to be pushed away. Stormstormer, he's down to 300 HP, and he cannot get the stun up. But Pyke is also caught in a shackle shot from Days, and Mixa, he's charging in. Takes the kill. PP, he's stuck and silenced for now. Low on mana. Tries to take it all the way. Another big AoE Vortex coming in, and Pyke is back into the fight. They clean up OG's heroes. Pyke for the Ultra. Can he get a rampage as well? Shad is fighting
to the high ground.
Life. He takes down PP, and that just might be
winning.
Cleaning him up. He will lose it. Rampage for Pyke, as he will clean up the remains with that buyback, returning into the fight, and we're not over yet.
Wait. Oh.
Almost caught the stun, but now Stormstormer, he's committed. He needs some help. Day saves him, but not for long enough. He's still dead. Kidaro dead. Pyke cleans them up. OG down to 3. Buybacks coming in from both Stormstormer and the Ringmaster. They have the outpost, the TP in. Edge quickly retreat before overstaying their welcome. This is the last racks. So Mega Creeps take over. Edge still has heroes to deal with it, but it would be a huge relief for OG. They don't have buybacks remaining pretty much. And Stormstormer, the Bell passes too much. He needs some help. He needs to be pushed away. He cannot afford to die. The Thunder comes out from Mixa. Daze is going to fall. Kitaro's gone as well on Edge. They've got too much. The Aegis is gone. Stormstormer to die. And that leaves Shad all by himself, but it's too much for him to deal with. And that just might be it. That just might be it. There's not enough for OG. The Rat TP attempt from Shad. He's looking for angles to keep the waves pushed in at least from the base for as long as possible. You need 10 seconds. The Glyph will allow the Wind Ranger to respawn. Then they need a little bit longer to get the Ringmaster into play. And an even longer period of time for the Monkey King to come back. Edge are already here with 3. Now with 4. Shad's got no BKB either. For 10 seconds, the Ancient is exposed. Something needs to happen. Daze does find a stun on the back. Keeps the TA busy. Daze will die. And that leaves Shad to his own devices. And Edge will destroy the Ancient and get game number 1. What an opening from this series. Edge had their early timing. Played to it. OG had to respond. OG's kind of playing something similar in this game too. Darkseer needs time, Medusa needs time, both under the Radiant T1 tower. You got Orb of Frost on the Monkey, and you have 3 range heroes on the side of Edge, so find somebody too deep in the lane. Might get a slow and get a kill going. 3 heroes down in bottom. Got already 1. Can they get the second? Shards on cooldown, slowly burning down the brew, and Shad gets the connection with the Gorgon's Grasp and follows up with a right click. 2 kills for OG position, and we'll do the rest.
They're rotating towards Mixa. I think they caught him right there.
Yeah, that's 4 versus 1. Even with the Vanguard, there's too many magical spells flown or flung in his general direction. Oh, they're coming for the Wisdom Rune. Monkey King is here, Yadomi's left alone. PP turns around with a shield rune, but the Wukong's command is placed down. Stormstormer gets the Wisdom. They stole one for Kitaro too. And OG to look for a kill out of this.
That was so close.
Edge better than weird. Maybe works. More poke on Mixa. TP coming in from Kitaro. They'll bring in the 3rd hero. Macropyre online. Meanwhile, mid's being built. as well. Stormer doesn't
Not
get the
guilty
backup
of.
from everybody because one TP went to top, but Daze is there. Snowball saved to buy some time. And PP, can he get the orb to connect? No, he can't. Daze is soaking up
Wow,
damage.
beautiful.
Vitali dies. What a timing. Everything's going correct for OG, but for a bit of a wraparound from the side. And PP, no coil. There he catches every single stun as well with that level 1 phase shift. It's no good for him to try and escape. Pyke can't get him. He doesn't even have a toss leveled up, actually, so he just walked in for an avalanche and turned away. Stormer, though, soaking up a lot of damage. Meeksa's coming, and he can't get the bat out in time, and he will die. As a result of it, Ice Blast is available. They're going to connect it onto Meeksa. He is hit by it. Another kill. No. And the Shackle as well, catching another. But they will get some time with a snowball. Michael dropped low. Can't get the connection on him. And they bring him straight to their arms. 3 kills for Edge. And there's an AA illusion trying to do some work, but it's not going to be enough to kill anybody. So Edge with the reply.
You know, he wouldn't help him for sure because Hector is now part of the Latin OG team. So that's a nice grab.
Well, Stormer caught in an Ice Blast. He'll reflect some of that damage back to Yodomi with the Edge traffic around this area. Get Daze as well. Oh, and a second kill. And the tower to fall, so nice string of objectives here for Edge. Smoke up from OG. While Stormer is also getting jumped up, but the Ice Blast missed on him. So let's see, we got a 3v3 happening in the river. Sentries placed up, triple sentries down on the ground as they get the jump in first, but Daze is dropping low. Nice micro-fire, stun locking them in. Michael to fall, and Roshan! Roche decides he's going to have none of these shenanigans in front of his pit. Even assists OG for a moment there. Like, get that.
They're going for more.
That was such a good scan play and a read from the Tusk, but he didn't expect to hit Mr. Mustachio instead of the puck itself.
Edge, they want to fight this. There's no vacuum wall.
Now you got Vitali popping his ult, but
he's gonna get destroyed
in 6 seconds, and he's gonna have to take a while until he's able to get in here. Ice Blast only hits on Kedaro, doesn't quite connect on Daze or Meeksa. And Stormer dropping low, gets surged up. Vitali chasing with that Radiance Burn, causing some issues here for OG. 2 heroes down already. Meeksa forced away from the side. Shad backed away with the Stone Gaze. Meeksa, tanky as he is, he'll make them work for this one. Pops the pipe, pops his magic wand. And another surge coming off cooldown, but not early enough. And Shad notices it's low enough. With the Vortex, they're able to pull Roshan out of the pit. However, Michael found in the mid lane.
Edge are so weak. They were smacking that Roche, basically doing no damage to him. Puck has been caught.
So is Kadaro, but the bigger kill going off of PP's puck. Facing Yodomi. Stormer, quite short jump here. The Wukongs is there. The shards also go a bit wide, but they got the snowball that can bring themselves in and keep the chase up. But Vitali is coming in. Daze is in no man's land right now. He could use some backup, but they feel like they might just have to give him away. Soak up some abilities. Meeksa keeping up with the pipe. But is it enough? The wall is placed down. They catch Michael and Vitali. They take down Yodomi finally. That was the initial kill, but it took a while to get there.
It becomes problematic for the entirety of the team.
Vitali farming nearby. Daze wanting to move in as Shad is hitting the tower. They get the jump of the Brewmaster. And he doesn't get the first split attempt off. He doesn't get the second either because of the vacuum. Very well timed. Yep. Time and land their stuns. Already using his Boundless Strike. Doesn't quite find the target they're looking for, but Michael gets jumped on by Daze. They'll get followed up. Edge trying to hold their ground here. Pyke is moving in, looking for that Tusk, and he'll slap him down. But he is also taking a chunk of damage, down to 1,300, all the way from 3K. Tiny has to reset with his Shadow Blade, but he is dusted. They should be able to see him in a moment. Stormer able to run out. Meeksa holding the front with Shad. 50 seconds on that Aegis. Edge are quite happy with just the poke. But how to attack? Getting pushed back by the Gale Force. So yeah, they're going to have to give this one up. Edge will hold.
Can't believe that OG went for that one. They got
PP in the
baited
back
in.
line. Stormstormer, as a Hellbear, took away the shield rune. They find PP. Daze is right on top of him, and he gets the catch with the Walrus Punch. He misses the coil as well. Daze is dancing around him. And there comes the cavalry. Everyone is here. And
Still
Puck.
not enough.
Oh, well, might still be able to walk away with that teleport out. To the script that they had in game number 1, which was, yeah, sure, we were on the receiving end. Maybe they can kill Stormstormer here. That's his BKB and his ult popped on everything, but he cannot stand against the power of a Tiny and an Ancient Apparition. But Vitaly will fall as well on the other side of the map. Moved away, and you're in between two fires right now. You've got the Tiny and the Wind Ranger on the other side, and they spot Puck, and they got the jump on PP, and he's sleeping for just a moment.
Do not get it. And Aegis Medusa in front of the base. It's the end.
The Roar of Retribution has been thrown in. AA Blast connects on Stormstormer. Here they come.
Running
and who
in.
gets the Aegis for themselves? And Pike gets
Got it.
vacuumed into the Aegis. He takes it, but he's got a second life to go with. Kitaro's the one who's looking to drop low, but he's not dying yet. Stormstormer frozen the stun. They force the Aegis away from the Tiny. Buyback coming in for the Tusk as well. Vitaly rolling around to the side of the fight. Kitaro gets sniped down by Michael and PP. Shad gonna push down Michael away. Now they're gonna be focusing their attention towards Pike, and Pike trying to fight back, but he's got no tree right now, and he's being thrown away, kicked in the air, pushed back, and he'll fall. Vitaly to drop as well in a matter of moments, as Shad will find a triple for himself. Stormstormer will live, with PP trying to finish him off with the Parasma, but the
Radiant are scanning.
a lot of movements here. Daze blinks out. Pike's right next to him. He gets his attention. He's got Yules if he can just get it out on time, but no. Pixel perfect there from Pike, combined with the AA Blast from Yadomi. Vacuum pushes the Tiny back. He takes quite a lot of damage from that Tiny illusion, but he's not able to pass through the defender's gate. PP on the side. Meanwhile, there's base damage also being dealt by Shad and Kidaro. Tier 4 gone. Another one down to almost half HP. And there's the coil on the backline. PP versus Stormstormer versus Mixa. It's not a free-for-all 1v1v1. But instead a tag team against the Puck. Puck trying to make his way in and out, trying to finish him off, and he got Stormstormer. Solo kill. Pike comes in to help out. Another kill for Edge. They've been able to push out the creeps from the base as well, so no more towers to fall. A couple kills. And
Okay, so Edge are not going to be fighting this, or are they? They're actually in a smoke.
they hear the Roar of Retribution, so that's always easy to follow up with an Ice Blast.
Yeah.
Bit off the marker, but it does connect onto Shad, Mixa, and Daze.
Coming from the other side.
And here comes PP. But a poke on Kidaro, he's instantly glimmered though. Shad will remain in the pit.
They need
Roche
to
is
defend the
falling
base.
fast, and they're sending Yadomi back to save the base. So it's going to be a 5v4 if they do fight this one. Vitaly's on the side. Roshan is dropping low. Mike is there, and he gets the Aegis again. Even got the kill. He does it again, but is it enough? Michael is already down to Stormstormer. Cheese was down on the ground. I think they're still trying to click it. It's still there. As Tusk is around here, the Aegis is out. They tried to lock Pike down, and a beautiful ice path from Kitaro. PP's trying to disrupt them from the side, but it's not enough for Edge. They will lose the Tiny and the Wind Ranger. Another ice blast, and Kitaro is probably going to die to this one. But PP is trying to run away with 100 HP, and he gets hexed up by Mixa. No escape for him. Now is the time to force out some buybacks. Daze has already used his, and he's right outside of the base of Edge.
And he almost even survived there on the toss. The thing is that the last toss from the illusion, Tiny kind of tossing himself to get that kill. Daze almost got out of that one alive. And then it would have been an even bigger disaster, but even this way around. Still, you did not give the Aegis to OG, right? So them waiting for it, now they don't have it. And let's see, Shad is missing a solid chunk of his mana.
And here comes the buybacks. They've got the Puck, the Tiny returning back in. Shad, low on mana, 500 remaining, 200 remaining. He's almost through this one. Vitaly dropping so damn low on the Brewmaster, but the Medusa is still in peril. Pike with another toss him back, and Shad will fall. The Ancient is down to 50%. The banner is doing the work. The creeps are hitting it. The catapults are at work. Can OG still capitalize on this push? But the catapults, Ancient's down to 300 HP, 200 HP. Glyph is forced out because the Cardis ain't dying fast enough. And now OG, the judgment call. Are we going to Zerg in? Are we just going to go all in on this one? Yes, we are. PP's finished. And OG will tie the series up 1-1.